Hey, what's Scoochable Bros? It's Brainshock Podcast, the #1 podcast in the world where VHS has a huge fucking Nintendo bias and Kid admits that Microsoft did it better this year.
I think that was the consensus.
I mean, yeah.
It was, but in the last episode, I was so high on the Smash reveal that I accidentally said Nintendo was the best.
When aren't you high?
I mean, I assume a majority of the time, but
you would assume wrong. I'm never high. Why would you think that?
Also, what's this I'm hearing? Are we sounding like not necessarily good, but not horrible?
This is gonna sound so bad if this somehow doesn't work and we have to use the OBS recording.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh,
We actually don't sound like potatoes.
Yeah,
nice job, Ed.
we at Brainshock podcasts are very progressive in our hiring methods. We are the first podcast in the world to hire a robot recorder. Say hello, Craig. He can't say hello. He's a bot.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig.
Anyway,
Should we give Craig a personality or something?
I don't know. He's the camera guy. That is his personality.
Yeah, that is his personality. He's just the camera guy.
No, he's gonna cry at night. No, he's gonna cry at night. Thanks a lot, Johnny.
He can't cry. He's a robot.
Come on, look at him. He likes his job, right?
Okay.
How dare you fucking assume that he doesn't have emotion? When the robot revolution begins and Skynet rises, they're going to remember this.
As much
Well,
as I
fuck
would,
me.
as much as I would love to continue making robot jokes, and believe me, I would. I love making robot jokes, but we are here to talk about something that happened relatively recently.
It would have been hilarious if one of us had a shitty connection right when you said that, and we actually sounded like a robot.
Alright.
Word of the wise broken controller is secretly a robot.
All right, today's topic, because for
As
once
far as-
we're not doing a bullshit episode or a reaction. Well, sort of a reaction. It's sort of
Impressions.
it's an impressions video on the recent Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct,
I fucking called it.
where we got news on the big game of the year, of the century, of all time.
As unenthusiastic as I may be about Smash in general, I do love the things that came out of this this direct in particular. Just because I loved like just all the jokes and memes that came out of it. Like, people were expecting there only to be an announcement for Simon because Simon Belmont, because of
Which I was fucking excited for, and I fucking called it.
because
it's
of,
such a
because it leaked earlier that night.
Yeah, and one of my friends accidentally spoiled the leak for me because he thought it was a joke tweet.
And
Oh,
everybody
same.
was expecting that, but then they
Except
announced.
me, I don't look up to it.
Well, yeah, like I'm saying, the people who spoiled themselves, which I'm very passive when it comes to spoilers. If I get spoiled, then I do, and then I don't, then I don't. Anyway, what ended up happening is that the people who were expecting it were expecting only Simon, and then Richter got announced. And then Dark Samus got announced. And then Chrom got announced.
And then DDD trolled everyone.
And then DDD trolled everyone. And then King K. Rool broke
Fucking
the
smashed
ocean.
his-
Yeah,
He broke DDD's head.
yeah, he broke
fucking
DDD's head.
smashed his skull open.
He ran in over the ocean from all the way from England or Britain or wherever Rare was held up from.
Out
All the
of,
way
out,
to
of,
Decay Island.
out of the dusty old treasure chest that is locked up between the Microsoft-controlled Rare studio.
And he came in and like and DDD, who is basically the personification of Sakurai, was
Being a dick.
was being a dick, pretending King K. Rool got in, and then King K. Rool comes in.
Yeah. Also, VHS is something I want you to put in the actual editing. I'm putting in podcast.
Ed's editing.
Yeah, Ed's the one editing.
Yeah.
Ed looking podcast, and I want you to put that in the video.
Okay, gotta start saving all these images. So
Start saving the images.
well, I'm not sure how much image editing I'm gonna do. So
Let's keep a backpedal on posting images because I don't want to give it extra work.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be an overly long podcast because as exciting as it is, I don't want to spend the entire rest of the night just talking about every minute detail in the Smash Direct. I mean, hell, Broken already summarized it. We can go home now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go home.
Yeah, if we were gonna get into the very minute details, somebody should have to get Mr. Game explained on that shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can still talk about the things we are mostly excited and that we're in interest.
Sorry for summing that up. It's just I love all the humor that came out of this Direct.
Yeah, mainly because of some of the memes and that DDD face and etc.
The other faces.
Like fucking the Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong faces, which I'm pretty sure people know about.
My new favorite reaction image is Donkey and Diddy being so shocked that their eyes smashed through the window.
Oh god,
mine.
That entire sequence had to be based off of the cartoon.
Yeah, it might have been.
It's not. It's really more based upon.
No, I mean like
earlier anime.
Go ahead.
The general tone of it is really based more upon the formatting of the blah, blah, blah. I cannot talk today. It's really based more on the tone of the original trilogy on the SNES.
Okay.
You can literally see that. You can see that in the first intro of the first DKC game.
Yeah.
Also, his final smashes from DK64, which is fucking great.
Yeah,
and he fucking commits mass genocide just to kill one person.
Also, is that just like a thing that's gonna happen now? Like every villain final smash is like a lot of villain final smashes are just gonna be them decimating the heroes, the heroes like places of work or living, the island or the.
Well, no, because the only ones we have of that are Ridley, who smashes who blasts the ship, and K. Rool, who destroys the island. Because
I mean, you can think that Ganon destroys a village off screen, so
yeah.
But
what if he blasts off screen in Flat Zone and he just hits nothing because there's nothing off the screen?
It destroys it destroys Mr. Game & Watch's house.
It destroys destroys the console, so you can't play it anymore.
It breaks the stage, and the game can't handle it, so your Switch explodes.
But yeah,
the LCD liquids start pouring out.
Oh my god!
Damn. Oh no!
Oh no!
No, my copy of Mickey and Donald on the Game & Watch.
But yeah, you might have.
Is that really a thing?
Yes.
You might have.
No, there actually were licensed games for Game & Watch. There was a Mickey Mouse one and a Snoopy one.
So you might have guessed this, but the reveal for King K. Rool was really damn good.
Yeah, so much that we skipped everything else to talk about that first. I guess we're doing K. Rool first.
I guess so. But yeah,
speaking of reactions, something I've noticed with the last couple Smash reveals, as in Ridley, Simon, and K. Rool, is that if you know these characters, you pretty much know what they're gonna be. Because you could see the Castle in the Rain, and some people were already saying Castlevania, and obviously with Oh, that is obviously in the case of K. Rool, Sakurai played with that, and so he decided to troll us all. But
back to what.
do you guys think they may be a little bit too predictable, or you guys don't care?
Honestly, I really don't care as long as they just. How can I put it? As long as they don't try to be too predictable about it.
I don't particularly care, just because mostly for it's a little irritating, but at the same time, I can't really say anything too bad about it because I just love the quality of the trailers themselves.
Oh,
yeah. I personally don't think it's predictable so much as rewarding you for knowing the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
makes sense.
Like that hanger that Ridley gets introduced in could have been for F-Zero or something, but because Samus is there, you think, okay, so this is probably going to be a Samus. This is probably going to be Samus. This is probably going to be
Samus, the video game.
It's a video game. Samus Aran.
This is probably going to be a Metroid character.
No, Austin, that was 2 months early.
And everybody else
immediately for Ridley.
Yeah.
And literally everyone else was screaming their fucking skulls off.
Yeah.
Honestly, the moment one of my friends saw it, all they texted me was "engage Ridley, motherfucker."
If people start asking Sakurai for Kraid, I swear.
The only thing one friend of mine
Kraid's too big though.
The only thing one friend of mine could do for like 5 minutes was spam on the keyboard.
No, but anyway, back to the Simon Belmont reveal.
No, we're talking about K. Rool first because some people are impatient.
I'm sorry.
Broken.
Hey, I already apologized, Austin.
You are banned from the podcast.
Well, shit. Anyway,
and for interrupting me, you are banned from the podcast, Austin.
Well, fuck.
You're all banned. I banned you. Wait, it's a mirror. No. I'm banned from my own podcast.
But,
anywho,
can I question that?
No.
Alrighty, Austin, go ahead.
I was just surfing around before the whole Simon Belmont reveal anyway, and I saw something from YouTube with the bloody tears. I'm just like, no, they didn't. They fucking didn't. And then once I saw it, I literally squealed like a little girl. For Simon.
Like I said earlier, somebody accidentally sent me that on Twitter without thinking that it was a leak.
Yeah. Me personally, I just wanted Simon for Smash. I mean, as long as I get an assist trophy, I would have been fine with it. But next thing I know, Simon is playable, and I get Richter as a bonus. So I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm quite pleased as well.
Go ahead.
In terms of third parties, it was, I wasn't sure if we'd get anyone else considering how many we got returning. Yeah. But if there was a third party, I couldn't really pick a one that I wanted, but it was a sort of a three-way tie between Crash, Rayman, and Simon. Simon in particular, because I'm not too big into Castlevania. I'm a casual fan.
Yeah, me too.
As a person who, one of my favorite games in the series is Castlevania 4, I'm like, there you go. That's Simon Belmont's moveset in Smash.
Yeah.
And Sakurai got it perfect.
I was cheering for Bomberman, but I'm still happy that he's a assist trophy. And
yeah, I was about to say, but Ed, we have Bomberman.
Well, yeah, but what I meant is before they announced Bomberman as an assist trophy, that was one of the third-party characters I was cheering for. But after thinking for a bit, in Bomberman works better as an assist trophy.
Throws X-bombs everywhere.
Yeah.
I need
honestly, why isn't Zero playable? Fuck you.
Because we already have Mega Man.
That's classic though. Where's my X representation? Damn it!
If Sonic gets one character, Mega Man gets one
Final
character.
Smash, he can't be playable.
Well, I actually that's one of the other characters the only one character I I really wanted, as in, okay, quote unquote want, would be a Shadow Skin, as in a Echo Fighter or something.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I think that's practically a guarantee.
Yeah, because we haven't seen any form of Shadow in any of the trailers at
Then
all.
again, with the sheer amount of contact in contact,
Sheer
with the sheer amount of
contact, King
content
Controller
in
2018.
with the sheer amount of content
Content.
in Smash Ultimate, it might just be that we don't see him, that we haven't seen him yet. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because Nintendo has been very vague with Shadow specifically, because a lot of people are wondering, where is he?
what
People are
I'm saying is, like,
speculating-
with the sheer amount of content that we've seen, we just might not have seen his assist trophy yet.
That's what I was saying.
At the same time, though, I kind of expect him to be an Echo Fighter because not only have they gone out of their way to not show him as an assist trophy, but they've created a new Sonic assist trophy from the ground up as Knuckles. And based on a lot of the characters we've seen so far, it seems one of the small emphases they're putting towards new characters are villainous or anti-hero characters, because three of the like 6 characters we've gotten so far are villains: K. Rool, Dark Samus, and Ridley. And while Shadow's not villains, he started as a villain and he's
Quote,
more of an
unquote,
anti-hero
villain.
character.
He's more of an anti-hero more than anything.
That's what I'm getting at. But still,
So chaotic neutral. Anyway.
not to mention other Sonic characters have been requested for a long time, and Shadow surely has to be the most popular suggestion.
And the easier to implement.
I have an idea for that as well. Either, if we're gonna go for more villains, either Shadow as an Echo Fighter or Eggman as a new fighter.
Yes.
I don't see Eggman working. The most I'd want Eggman for is like an adventure mode or stage boss.
Yeah.
That would be really fucking cool.
Okay, yeah, as I would love Eggman as a stage boss.
Like I meant
more than a playable character.
Like if you look
stage boss or adventure boss.
I imagine they're not going to change old stages.
If Shadow does end up being an Echo Fighter, which I'm not pulling in one direction or the other, but if he does, I want one of his. I know it's not going to happen, but I want his down taunt to be him tripping on the floor and saying "damn."
Please. Also, one thing I noticed with the Knuckles assist trophy, he should clearly not have the home.
That bothers me so.
No, guys! It's not the homing attack; it's the maximum heat Knuckles attack. Come on!
Oh, shut up, you!
But he doesn't turn into a ball while using that in Adventure 2, so it's not the homing.
No, what we
Come to think of it, does he do that in any of the games besides Heroes?
What we need
apparently Sonic Rivals.
What we need,
excuse
me. What we need if Shadow becomes playable is for one of his victories to be, "This is who I am."
That would be pretty good.
This is the ultimate.
No, his side taunt should be him holding. His side taunt should be him holding the 4th Chaos Emerald.
And saying, "Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?"
But no, it's just holding the 4th, holding a Chaos Emerald.
Well, yeah, and like Sonic, but the thing is, each color of the Chaos Emeralds are not specifically numbered.
No,
yeah.
To be honest,
so he could be holding the red one, then the blue one, then the pink one.
Isn't the 4th one usually the yellow one, or am I mistaken?
No, the 4th one is usually the green.
Even if not yellow.
No, many times the green one is the first one.
Even if not, even if the yellow one isn't generally the 4th one, yellow would go with Shadow because that's Shadow's color. Like when he does a homing attack, when he does a homing attack or anything else, like his
makes orange streaks.
Yeah,
he
makes orange or yellow streaks.
Also, one thing I would love to see is Shadow, if he does become an Echo Fighter, have his neutral be the Chaos Spears from 06.
Yeah, because Echo Fighters aren't like
the BR.
No, just standard.
I mean the thing is, in 06, the Chaos Spears, he had to use them in the mid-air, so it would make sense for them to be.
Okay, fine, then side B then.
Yeah,
actually, I have a better idea when it comes to Shadow. in terms of him being an Echo Fighter. I really want him to be implemented the way that, similar in vein to Smash Legacy XP, a mod for Brawl, implemented Shadow, actually, where he plays similar to Sonic but has a bit of different attributes. Like, for example, his homing attack having the sort of combo type thing where you mash the B button, similar to.
Oh yeah, that could be his neutral B then.
But that would make him too different from an Echo Fighter because
Echo Fighters.
It would be
Echo Fighters
enough.
have
really,
Echo Fighters are different from.
They are supposed to be like
like they have
They
attributes
play
that
similar
differentiate.
to.
like for instance, Dark.
Well,
like,
but
Dark
one or
Pit
two
Side
things
B adds Dark Pit Side B adds like an electric effect, and
instead of fire.
Chrom is supposed to be Roy, but he has Ike's up B.
Yeah. And VHS, back to what you were saying about Dark Pit, regular Pit has the upper dash arm and Dark Pit has the electroshock arm, so that's why those two have such a different moveset though.
Oh, and we keep failing to mention Dark Samus as well.
Well, yeah, but we'll get to
Fuck
her
yeah.
eventually. Him. It.
We're not even going in order. We're just talking about whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Brainshock way, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Right, now we're on Dark Samus, right?
It is the Brainshock method of
On the topic of Echo Fighters, I wouldn't really put his homing attack being too different, considering, again, the point of Echo Fighters is they're supposed to be similar in playstyle to the characters they're echoing, but having different attributes.
Yeah, similar in the original character's playstyle, but at least have something different that makes them stand out.
Yeah, I wouldn't see them changing the homing attack in that sense because that's the same as Sonic even in the regular games.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, the
maybe as Austin was suggesting, well, and many people have been thinking having some chaos attributes or as in chaos, chaos spheres or
as well as I forgot to also mention about
Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, shut up, you.
That would actually be.
She could at least be a skin. Come on, Namco.
Like Alf compared to Olimar.
I'm just
for her to kind
I'm just a little butthurt about that because that's such an easy, not even Echo, just a costume to do. I feel like they don't do it because Namco tries to pretend that game doesn't exist.
No, but the character does exist.
In modern days, maybe, but like they made an entire game about Pac-Man in the PS1 era.
It's a legacy character, like many of the ones in Smash.
At the same time, though, they really avoid mentioning the character a lot, and I think one of the reasons to that is that it's not really a Namco created game. Miss Pac-Man is not a Namco created character. It was really a ripoff of Pac-Man made by the same US publisher, and Namco got the rights.
Yeah.
And since Midway's dead, well,
that didn't stop Nintendo from making Wario, which was basically a ripoff of Mario.
Johnny, that wouldn't matter. Midway lost the rights in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the topic of Dark Samus, interesting factoid about Dark Samus. In Prime 2, she has feet. It has feet.
Would you really want to go into all those Sky Temple keys?
Bare feet?
Yeah, yes. Like it has the power suit, but like it ends in like feet with toes.
All right. We have 4chan's favorite Metroid character.
Is it just as disturbing as I'm imagining it?
It's like they're sort of spikes, but they're feet.
Okay, that makes a little bit
it makes sense for what they're trying to make Dark Samus out to be. Like,
Europe gets all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want that to come to America. The limited edition.
No, there's a limited edition which has not been announced for the US so far. It's just the game, GameCube controller, and the GameCube adapter. But also Europe is getting a Steelbook edition
What?
Are you
Shit.
fucking...
What does it have?
It's the game, but it's a steelbook box like Persona 5.
Anything else?
My wallet.
No, it's just a fancy.
Okay, then I don't mind.
But it looks cool. It's got a flaming Smash Ball on the cover.
Wait, VHS, do you have a picture of
cool.
this somewhere?
I will try to find it.
All right,
Oh,
once you
yeah,
find it, DM
I just want the game with the GameCube adapter and the controller.
Oh yeah, speaking of
Well, I
Final
already
Smash,
have both of those, so I don't particularly care myself.
I don't, since I never had a Wii U.
yeah,
I'm gonna be. Sorry, Broken.
speaking of the speaking of the Smash Ball, there were a couple of gameplay changes to
Smash Meter, you can now build that shit up.
Yeah, you can choose between the Smash Ball or the Smash Meter.
That's
you can have
well,
both?
yes, it's the meter. It's an option. Basically, you can have the meter, but the Smash you build up with the meter.
So I think I know what I'm
lower
going to play
powered than
Smash
the
5,
regular.
Smash Ultimate as.
I know.
like the whole
I'm
thing,
so.
because it's
Oh,
going
I
to-
love that. I
Me
love
too.
that so
I am
much.
so excited for that mode.
Because like,
Wait,
'cause
which
I-
mode?
depending on my mood, I like to play with or without
Smash
items. But at the same time, I like to play with or without items. But at the same time, I don't like turning off Final Smashes because I think they are an important part of the character's gameplay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
For me as well, have we noticed that this is the most inclusive Smash game to date?
I know.
Look
Yep,
at how
so-
look at how everybody wins.
They're genuinely trying to please everybody, and there's still a shit ton of people bitching about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, which honestly
But
still
those people don't
bothers me.
matter.
yeah, not they honestly really don't matter. Like,
The same kind of people those are the same kind of people that would harass Sakurai for Waluigi.
Like there's a
Mhm.
apparently there's like a petition or something going on where people are saying to remove features from the game to make it more similar to Melee.
I think that's
No.
a joke petition.
Okay, because if it's not, then fans are gonna call this the last Jedi of Smash Ultimate of
Oh,
Smash
Jesus.
Bros. And I
No,
don't
no,
mean that in the facetious way. I mean that in
No,
like,
no, I know what you
random
mean.
way.
Like,
No,
It sucks.
No, they consider Brawl to be the last Jedi of Smash Brothers.
No,
Man.
that's the
Brawl is
prequel.
not that bad.
They consider Brawl the prequels of Smash.
yeah, overly
Uh,
long, kind of bloated, and frankly, very awkward at times.
Very
That
clumsy.
steelbook is
But
boring.
Very
many,
clumsy.
but there were a lot of cool
It
scenes.
was
Yeah.
it was pretty fun, but at the same time, I can see why I wouldn't want. Even as a casual player, I don't. After playing other Smash games, I don't think I want to go back to Brawl.
Oh yeah. Also, I should mention after that whole thing I just said about like Brawl's probably my favorite game for purely nostalgic reasons. I really do enjoy playing Brawl just because like there's a lot to like about it.
I
Mhm.
like
A lot to like about
like
it.
every Smash game more the newer it is. That's how my ranking
Same
is.
here.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Me.
Mhm.
They pretty much
For me, Brawl and Melee are
guys talking about? Melee is the best!
for me Brawl and
Fuck
Melee
you.
are kind of interchangeable personally. Like
You can't wave dash and brawl!
So
Yeah,
can we
you
go
can
back to
melee
talking about
comps.
Dark
now you
Samus?
can now you can in Ultimate. Oh,
You
go ahead.
You can't
Uh,
fucking wombo combo.
Well, we've been kind of talking about Dark Samus,
yeah,
but
I
what
mean,
else
you,
do
you,
you?
not really
you
much-
can't wombo combo Fox's shine into the fucking sun.
is Wombo Combo like an actual like
Yes.
in-
I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Okay.
Actually, Broken, yes it is.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, it is.
What-
As
was
someone
it?
as someone who's faced major wombo combos in other games, it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, back to Dark Samus.
Yeah, there's not really much to mention about Dark Samus.
No.
She is Samus, but a bit floatier.
Yeah, I was just about to say she seems a little bit more floaty.
But then it might be just animation wise.
I
That's
am
just that.
I am indifferent to her because
You mean
I-
it?
Don't. Let's just
I
let's just stop.
mean,
let's just stop caring about that. 'cause-
It's
I
not
again
the SAX would be a she, but not necessarily.
Anywho, you were saying
Samus.
VHS?
Sorry.
I am indifferent primarily because I am not as big into Metroid Prime as other people.
No.
Me neither, but I still find it a cool option.
Did they show off Dark Samus's Final Smash?
Yes, they did.
No.
Okay.
Oh, they did.
Yes,
Right.
they did. It's just Samus's Final Smash.
It's Samus's Final Smash from 4 previous because the Samus has a new Final Smash in this.
That's Zero Suit Samus.
No, that's regular Samus.
But regular.
She stands on the gunship and fires the Zero Beam on top.
That is Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Samus still has a laser, but because in the original Zero Suit Samus Final Smash was just recovering her suit, so
Yeah.
they had to make a new one for 4.
Well, no, that was just the gunship, just using it as a gunship.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that Samus stands on the gunship and fires the Zero Beam into the arena.
Well, but I thought that was Zero Suit.
That is Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
Her Final Smash is that she gets the suit and she fires the laser from her ship.
Yeah.
We're talking about regular Samus. Does she have a different one?
No.
No, I don't believe she has a different Final Smash.
Well,
So
that's a bit weird since now Zero Suit and Samus have very similar Final Smashes now. I think.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, but Sakurai's trying to speed up Final Smashes because in the last game it was basically the same as Snake's.
Yeah, I do really like
there.
that they're trying to speed up Final Smashes in this game.
Same.
Because that is something that I wasn't really conscious of, but did kind of bother me a little bit.
Especially Sonic's Final Smash.
Yeah,
Well,
Sonic's Final Smash is really unwieldy, and I get that's the
Final
point.
Smash is something else.
But I get that's the point because it's so powerful. I think it either almost KOs or definitely KOs. Every time
obviously
you touch
it was
somebody.
No.
was-
If we're gonna
it was
talk about
disgusting
Super
in
Sonic, we
Brawl.
have to talk. Yeah, it was fucking disgusting in Brawl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole point is
He's
that it's
the
unwieldy
reason
but
that-
extremely powerful. I like it more in Sonic's I like how Sonic's Final Smash changed from Smash 4 to Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
I like how all the Final Smashes have changed, honestly, because they're all just a bit snappier, a bit more instantaneous.
Yeah.
Which is what they're going. And it looks like they're succeeding so far.
Mm-hmm.
And now on to Richter Belmont.
Yeah.
That Belmont strut, though.
No, wait. Before we do Castlevania stuff, let's talk about Chrom.
We don't need more Fire Emblem.
I mean, at least he's an Echo Fighter.
Okay. Let me clarify this. I want if they're gonna add Fire Emblem characters, fine, but at least make them somewhat different because I like Robin and Corin. Those are interesting interesting ways of different ways of playing. But
Chrom is an listen. I am on the same train of I am sick of all the Fire Emblem Smash, but at the same time, Chrom is a character I don't mind at all because pretty much
he's an Echo.
Well, not just that, but pretty much the entire reason he's in the game is because a lot of people were upset that he didn't make it into Smash 4 when Sakurai previously stated that he didn't think it was interesting enough, and that's why he was cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry if I don't really have much to say on the topic of Fire Emblem.
Not to mention Fire Emblem has almost gone to ace status for Nintendo in terms of popularity.
See, this is why we need Lynn and Locke here, but they've been eaten, so.
Anyway, I guess we can go over some Castlevania stuff now, just because,
I'm
right.
excited.
Castlevania, more like Sylvania.
I'm not playing EVGN Adventures yet.
Yeah, I really like. I just really like everything that's been shown so far. Like, cause the like just everything about Simon and Richter, the fact that both of them are in, just Castlevania is such a good fit for Smash. I am honestly surprised they didn't do it earlier when Konami wasn't being, like in Brawl when Konami wasn't being a dick.
Yeah.
Fuck Konami.
Yeah. Konami seems to be at least trying to make a conscious effort to be better. I am not sure if that is going to work at all.
I mean, Bomberman is a testament to that.
Yeah.
But then again, we also got Metal Gear Survive.
Well, that was
Johnny,
already in
no.
production. Well, that was
Johnny,
already in production, I guess.
Yeah, it's
True.
also it's just a like that's not so much Konami like being bad as Konami not knowing what to do with Metal Gear after Kojima left.
Not to mention, wasn't it going to be the final game anyway?
Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I'm mostly excited. I like the whole idea of in the Castlevania stage you have random boss encounters.
I hope when
Like,
Dracula appears, they have a voice actor re-record the "What is a man?
Oh god,
a
I hope so.
miserable little pile of secrets with enough talk. How about you?"
Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, they had Richter paraphrase the game in this trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alucard has an assist trophy. That's great.
Oh, that's fantastic! And he plays just like Symphony of the Night because he's backdashing all over the place.
And
And
he's
he
got the
has-
Crusader.
He's got the fucking Crusader. Yes, they knew.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have two of them equipped, so he can't be the blender, but oh well.
Wait, the blender? What?
Yeah, no, that's a thing in the Symphony of the Night like fan community is that if you have two Crusagrams, you can equip both of them to both your hands, and you become the blender.
You know what's sad is that they were.
Enemies in front
What's
of
sad is that they were. What's sad is that they were going to have Trevor in this game, but he's been hospitalized due to too many kicks to the nuts.
I mean, granted, you're not wrong.
And thus the
keeping me in the dick?
And thus the Belmonts were destroyed from the timeline.
Oh god, we brought up the Castlevania animated series. We're gonna go on another tangent.
No, but
We're stopping now.
Season 2.
And now for the best trailer, fucking King K. Rool.
Before
No,
we talked about it.
Yeah, we already talked
shit.
about it.
Yeah.
Before we go away from Simon, we are gonna do a follow-up podcast for the second season of Castlevania, right?
Yes.
Probably. Like I loved the first. I loved the first season.
No, the first one we didn't go on too long, didn't we?
No. I think it was around an hour.
Okay, then probably yeah.
Mind you, we try to stick to the structure of going through each episode, but I now in that we're a little bit more freeform, it shouldn't be as taxing.
Yeah.
I know we've already talked about K. Rool, but Austin did remind me of something I forgot to bring up. In regards to the animation, my favorite thing about the trailer isn't like the beginning with the DDD troll. My favorite part's actually the end where they have the berserk fucking anime showdown.
Oh yeah, that was so cool looking.
I actually liked slightly before that. Like, I'm a sucker for Final Smashes, and I love King K. Rules. Like, it has. Well, not even that. It just has so much goddamn personality. Like he just drops into his chair, slams on the control on his armrest, like a few times, and then just like it's
mass genocide.
Yeah, it just
roast
obliterates the
flesh off.
Props to the person who fully rendered DK Island for to be used for only 3 frames.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Something else I loved about the trailer was the music. Like, I didn't love it at first. Like, I thought it sounded, kind of okay, but the more I go back to it, the better it sounds.
Yeah.
I much preferred it to the Brawl remix of Gameplay Galleon.
Yeah.
Honestly, for music, I just want more Final Fantasy tracks.
Well, we're not getting any because they accidentally spoiled in the direct that there's still only 2 Final Fantasy songs because Square is a stingy bitch.
Square, you stubborn fuck.
I just hope for more Sonic remixes.
Okay, guys, or I had a thought in regards to Sonic. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be remixed or not, but there's a possibility we could have Mania music in Smash.
My dick.
No, guys. When we were talking, sorry.
No. It's fine. Go ahead, Johnny.
When we were talking about the Castlevania stuff earlier, when VHS said Asylvania, I had a joke about AVGN being for Smash.
Well, you can with the Mii's.
Imagine if they actually did that. If they fucking filmed a trailer with Cinemassacre, or who's one of the Smash characters who hasn't died yet?
The Nostalgia Critic.
Smash characters.
Keep him far away from Smash.
Yeah,
I would have said Mega Man, but
the
wait, Mega Man did die.
No, wait, it would be like Link. It's like, holy fucking shit! Link is in my fucking house, and then he just beats the shit out of him, and that's his reveal.
By that logic, Spider-Man for Smash. Holy shit! It's Spider-Man.
Now, where's my Shantae?
The angry video game nerd shits up a storm.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can see on the gameplay trailer, he's using the Super Scope.
That's his final Smash.
But no, it's all,
he becomes okay, he has like the all the Nintendo accessory suit with the well, you know the ones.
because it's a Nintendo game, all of his swears get censored. He's like, video games make a lot of sense.
All right, it feels like we're missing something.
Well, we pretty much talked only about characters so far.
Yeah.
We've talked a little bit about the Smash Gauge option.
Yeah.
But there are other options that you can activate, like something that they did confirm was the battlefield mode additionally to the Omega. And
that was confirmed as far back as E3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one thing I want to bring up, the stage swapping.
That was what I was going to bring up, yes.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fun.
Smash Brothers Ultimate has officially one-upped PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the 1000th time.
Guys, not just that, but can we also talk about how many stages there are in there?
103. Also, I'm sad there is no Poke Floats. Worst game ever.
Okay, I'm sick of this meme. Poke Floats is shit.
You're not wrong.
Okay, you want to know how many combinations are with the stage swapping?
Oh god, how many?
With 103 stages, it's 10,404 combinations.
Oh god.
So
okay, but I have to subtract 103 and then all that divided by 2 because you can.
You forgot Final Destination and Battlefield forms.
Okay.
Okay, one thing I want to bring up. Go from Palatinus Temple to Great Cave Offensive.
Oh!
Is Great Cave Offensive in
It's the Smash 4 equivalent to Newport City.
God damn it.
Which, by the way, that's back.
Yeah. Okay.
Turning on Battlefield mode for that stage.
I'm not sure if you can.
You just be a real man and play it.
I'm not sure if you can.
I'm sorry, I just want to play on a normal fucking stage with Mother 3 music.
I mean, that's fine, but whenever I'm controlling anything, we're going into New Pork City blind or straight. Like no
What
Omega,
about
no
New Donk
Battlefield.
City?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's a new stage.
That's and I do like the whole gimmick of that stage. You collect you collect.
I wonder if it has any effect on the characters. If you,
I doubt it.
Probably not.
I really wish there was a KO where you could fight with the power of music.
Yeah.
There's also the what was it? The music selection.
Oh yeah.
Right. I need to mention about that because as a musician myself, that got me so. I hate to say the word hard, but
just say happy, dude.
No.
That doesn't sound good either.
No, but listen to that. Look at how many tracks there are in the game. Over 900.
No, technically over 900.
And that's not even the best part. You can use your Switch as basically a portable music player.
Where you can an MP3 player.
That's neat, but the Switch is a bit fragile for me to use as like an iPad.
So you don't have to
if you carry it around in your bag and you can use it like that.
Yeah.
I guess, but I have a carrying case for my Switch and it wouldn't work with headphones.
I mean, you can
get a carrying case for my Switch.
You can sneak a headphone jack inside the
jack on my headphones is like one of those long ones that you can't bend easily.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well. Anyway,
that is very, very neat, at least for me, because I love listening to soundtracks.
Me too.
And it makes me happy that I don't have to get
my phone alone.
Also, my favorite.
I won't be able to fit it on my phone because Jesus.
I mean, I could. I have like 64 gigs on my fucking iPod.
Jesus.
I have 64 gigs on my phone.
All right, but at the same, something I have to mention, guys. We're finally getting beautiful HD Fountain of Dreams, and I can die happy now.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. What's everyone gonna do to unlock all the characters?
Oh fuck! If they end up, if that Spirits translation means anything, I'm just gonna do the story mode and try to unlock as many characters as possible because, like, people are excited for a character unlocking to come back, and I'm excited for them to be excited. But God, that's a pain in the ass.
That or well, they're streamlining it because of how many there are. They're streamlining it to make it easy, so it'll probably just end up like Smash 3DS, where you just go into versus mode, set it to one stock, and then kill yourself over and over again until you get every character.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
It's no fun, but it let me get every character in 3DS and Wii U in a single day.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but to be fair, the unlock selection for those games is significantly weaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it was an afterthought. Like, literally every character was supposed to be unlocked from the start in the Wii U version.
Yeah.
And they changed it at like the last minute because Sakurai realized that some people wouldn't like that.
Yeah. And now, speaking of characters, and what do you guys think about Smashdown?
I'm interested.
I'm still not exactly sure what it is.
I'm not. Honestly,
that'll be go ahead. Sorry,
honestly, none of the new gameplay modes really interested me that much.
No?
Nope.
Tournaments.
I'm really interested in Smashdown because that'll be a really cool way to try new characters.
Think of it from my perspective. Like, I can't play with anyone locally, and I doubt any of that's going to be available online.
Unless they mention about that in another direct.
Okay,
maybe, but who knows?
Because like back in 3DS, all you could do online was normal battles with friends.
Yeah, but the 3DS the 3DS version in general lacked many options, like being able to.
The Wii U version was exactly the same.
No, well, there were many options that were missing on the 3DS version, like the frequency of items and stuff like.
And coin battle.
Anyway,
where's my coin battle?
I nobody cares about coins.
I do.
I feel like since the Wii U version and the 3DS version were being developed at the same time, they decided to limit the Wii U version to match with the 3DS version a bit more. That was more evident with the Ice Climbers being left out, but I feel like stuff like online modes being rather bare bones was probably another result of that.
Not to mention, the Switch's online is probably much better than the Wii U and 3DS's combined.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be actually funded infrastructure right now, after it's going to be actually funded infrastructure after.
So it could be
Smash.
even better than anything they've ever done.
So yeah, there's going to be.
That could also possibly mean that there could be less lag in Smash Brothers.
That's funny.
No, but to be fair, when I played 3DS, I had a good
less lag.
It was decent enough for me to play. And if Smash Ultimate is gonna be better than that, then I'm gonna be totally happy.
Yeah, I think that's also why they're not revealing the online stuff.
I think that has to do more with the fact that Nintendo in general hasn't revealed too much about and the Nintendo Switch Online service.
Yeah, I keep having to remind myself that Ultimate is technically a portable game, and I'm like, well, this is going to be the Ultimate Smash. Like, I honestly prefer the 3DS version of Smash to the Wii U version in many regards, purely because it's portable and it feels so comfortable to play Smash on a handheld system.
Same. But now we can do both.
Yeah, man, with the same game.
Also, tournament mode looks like it's going to be a lot of fun with a lot of people.
That's definitely going to.
YouTubers are going to be able to bigger than us YouTubers
are
going to be able to
YouTubers
play
who have the money to actually meet each other.
Well, no, tournament mode has an option for 32 people, and you are not going to be able to do that many people locally. No, that you can't do that locally. That's
you'd be surprised how big my fucking family is.
And they haven't confirmed if
more than 32.
Tournament mode is available online. That's the thing.
32. Organizing 32 people into a local thing. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you can have 32 people at once. The only way that is relatively feasible is through online. So I think tourney mode is going online mode.
No, I think everything they showed so far, I feel that everything that shows far has been focused on local play.
Can I also mention, speaking of which, can I mention how much better the menu looks? Oh my god. It is such an improvement from Smash 4. Oh my god.
Would you like to see my menus?
Also, one thing I would like to bring up back to what people were saying about that special edition with the GameCube controller and adapter. I'm probably going to be the weird one. I'm going to be using a PS4 controller.
Why?
Heresy.
Because he's don't let him be.
I'm not
wasting. I'm not wasting $70 on a fucking Pro controller.
I'm not saying
you don't need a Pro controller. You could use the Wii U GameCube adapter.
I don't have that.
Or you could just use.
Well, now it's an option.
You could just use not the dock Joy-Cons, the remote or the handle, the Joy-Con handle. You can use that. It's not going to be as comfortable as the GameCube controller or Classic controller, but it is still entirely functional and really easy to use, and going to be way more functional than a PS4 controller is on the Switch.
Hey, I've got it working, and I've never had any issues. This is going to be the one where I think I may have an issue, but then forget about it 2 seconds later.
Alright.
I'm still wondering how people can deal with input lag. I cannot stand that shit.
I can't either.
I can for a bit, but I don't want to get used to it.
It's part of the reason why I got into Splatoon with Splatoon 2 instead of Splatoon 1. The input lag on my old TV was fucking trash. And because Splatoon was a game where I had to look at both the TV and the fucking gamepad, it was literally impossible for me to play that game.
Mm.
So, are we done here?
Wait.
I think there was. Oh, the thing.
Wait.
No, wait. We already talked about Smash.
But wait, there's more.
But
What
wait,
about-
there's more.
Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. We got items and assists and Pokemon.
Again, I go back to my previous question. Why isn't Zero playable?
In other words, the deconfirmation list. Let's see, what's that? You wanted Ashley finally? Nope, you don't get her. What's that? You wanted Shovel Knight? Let's cool.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay with Shovel Knight being an assist.
I had trouble. No, I am too. I had trouble segueing into that with that joke. That the fact that he is in the fact
that an indie character made it into a major Nintendo game like Smash at all is just goddamn amazing.
But no, like this is a further step because in Wii U they had the guy from Bit Trip as a trophy, and now we have an indie character actively in gameplay, even though it's an assist trophy.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad. Ashley and Zero are on the Captain's deconfirmation bus. Also, the Captain's assist trophy is fucking hilarious.
Oh, I can't forget about that one. That one's great.
People are still going on about
I love it more for the fact that there's going to be an angry model for everyone trapped in the back of Captain's bus.
Yep.
And, I'm imagining what Samus looks like when she's back there. Or
maybe the same reaction from the remember the when the bunny ears in the Smash 4 image?
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Who the fuck are you?
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question about why Zero isn't an assist trophy, I feel, or isn't a playable character. I mean, sorry. To answer that question, I think it's because, quite frankly, if any other character were going to get in, it would probably be Rool. I'm not saying that derogatory wise. It's just like the classic series is more important in Nintendo's eyes. I'd say.
I'm a big Ming Ming guy, and I'm a Roll fan, but I don't see that. I would think that if they added another classic character, it'd be an echo of Proto Man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's to be confirmed anyway, because it's the Final Smash.
Yeah. Also, one thing I would like to post, it will be in voice chat, but it'll be for after the session.
We still don't know if Chrom is still part of Robin's.
I think they changed it, which is why they've avoided showing Robin's Final Smash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It was to tease people for Chrom because it would have to be a new Final Smash if he's not in.
Mm-hmm. So we have remember all those me outfits?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have K. Rool, Chrom, Inklings. Do you guys expect Gino?
I want Gino.
I really want Gino, but at the same time, again, knowing how stingy Square is.
I don't have expectations for Gino because it's one of those characters that it's too easy to tip it on one scale or the other because, I mean, he's owned by Square, but Nintendo's already really close to Square in the vein of getting Cloud.
I'm probably going to get smacked for this.
Craig.
I actually don't like Gino.
Hey, Craig, pull it in. We're going to be here for a little bit longer.
Honestly, Gino seems a bit one note for me. I mean, I see why he wants to do the things that he wants to do, but he just comes off as boring to me.
I don't think his popularity comes from the character itself, but rather the fact that he's just the most fucking maybe not game breaking, but the greatest party member you can get in Mario RPG.
Well, I'm not even talking about popularity or him as a character. He seems too one-note and too boring for me.
In a sense,
That's
I can
just me.
understand that.
Right. I mean, this is speaking as somebody who considers Mario RPG their favorite RPG. Like, I don't ever let Gino out of my party because he's just the most useful character in the game, aside from Peach.
Like, I mean, I'll leave Gino in my party, but that's because he's fucking as shit. But otherwise, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So, like, it's sort of a unsure thing because there's an equal possibility. It feels like there's an equally large possibility that he will make it and that he won't make it.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other Mii fighters like Doonban from Xenoblade Chronicles, Isabelle, Heihachi.
If we get another Xenoblade character, I want Rex. I want Rex, and I want Pyra to support him.
We need somebody from Xenoblade 2. Come on.
There's also
I want Rex in that. I want Rex in that thick sword.
Akira and Jackie from the Virtua Fighter series, Mega Man.exe, Zero, Mega Man X, King K. Rool, Flying Man, from Black Knight is from Fire Emblem, Lloyd, Kiki Slider, Toad, Biridi.
A lot of people want. There's a number of people who want Isabelle as a villager Echo.
I'm not sure. Well,
I don't know how that would work.
Apparently Gino was every other Mii costume had in their own pack, but Gino apparently was the only Mii costume on the DLC pack 5. Like every other Mii costume had like 5 or 6.
Yeah, because it was a special costume released to coincide with Cloud because they're both Square characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to believe more and more about Terminal Montage's Gino theory.
Yeah. Like, say what you will about his interest factor. I personally, like, I don't find him a very interesting character. I like his design and I like his character. None of the characters in Mario RPG are very interesting. Like, none of the main characters. Like, they're
not really. No.
The whole point of them is that they're like it's a very Final Fantasy style Mario game, and I mean that in like the comedy is very Final Fantasy. Anyway,
the music.
But Gino is an important representative of the first time Mario entered the RPG space.
Yes.
So I see, and because this is Smash Ultimate, the ultimate Smash game by its own title, they're going to try and get whatever they can, and they've already pretty much done that with all the music tracks and all of the
characters,
all of the stages and the characters. They're going to try and get whatever they can. Like, they're going to claw and scrape to get whatever they can into this game.
That reminds me of something I wanted to ask you, Ed.
Yeah?
How would you feel if somebody from Rhythm Heaven somehow got in?
Okay, that I'll be really excited because especially if his moveset has it's rhythm related, as in it benefits me to have a better rhythm in a way, but because that would be an interesting game mechanic, but I will be just as okay with a stage based around kind of like a WarioWare Inc., but with Rhythm Heaven mini games.
That'd be a good idea.
So how about the Monster Hunter stage with the sudden Rathlos appear?
Okay, no, that doesn't look like a stage. That looks like, and I find it weird that they say he's a boss, but they don't specify that he's like a stage.
The stage, yeah.
It also looks like it might.
Just the background and the formatting of it reminds me a lot of Subspace. So
and according to Game Explain's analysis, the the place where they battle Dracula is similar to the Dracula's castle stage, but it is different. The platforms that are there on the normal stage are not there, and it's wider and there's no edges. So it is also like the Rathalos stage.
I
So-
hope that it's less like adventure mode and more like Subspace Emissary. Like not
No,
obviously
it needs
it's
to
not
be
as
a mix.
long.
It needs to be a mix of the two. It needs to be
Yeah, I
longer,
was
like
thinking that.
it needs to be longer, like Subspace, but the levels should be more like adventure mode, where they're in smaller bursts and they're more directly based on Nintendo's franchises and locations,
Yeah.
rather than
Yes.
just generic scenery.
I wouldn't mind a
and
return of some,
generic
I wouldn't
enemies.
I wouldn't mind a return of some of the generic enemies from Brawl though.
I mean, they did. I mean,
for
that
an,
is-
in
that's-
general,
I'm not saying
homage
like
to
I want them
Brawl,
to be the entirety of the enemies that you fight. It's just
Well, no,
I
that's
I
not out
like
of the,
some of the designs on the
that's not out of the question at all, because in Smash Run on 3DS, they actually did bring back a number of Subspace enemies.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, I remember
forgot
they
about
did.
that. And what you said about the Rhythm Heaven, there was also an enemy from Rhythm Heaven. So,
Which enemy?
It's this one.
the sneaky
it's hard-
spirit.
It's hard. It's like this smiley face ghost guy that keeps
Yeah.
peeking out of the ground.
Like
Also- In
Sorry.
regards to music and stuff, like this is something that the realization came to me the other day. So, not every franchise gets in as a character, but they'll get an assist trophy or at least music. We got Shovel Knight as his assist trophy. We could get at least one Shovel Knight remix.
I'm guessing it would be the first stage's theme.
I'd be
that-
good with that. That stage theme is great.
And
Yeah.
I'd be happy with any song from Shovel Knight because it's a 10 out of 10 soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
It would be cool if they
we-
got like one, maybe two songs in, and like if it was a second song, maybe something from
What I really,
Maybe.
Spectre.
what I really
Spectre,
do.
Spectre was it Spectre of Torment?
Here's
Yeah.
one thing I hope doesn't happen with Smash Ultimate, though, considering we have indie representation now. I don't want another NES.
I mean, I
What do
don't
you
think
mean-
we
what do
can
you
get
mean by
another
that?
NES.
Yeah,
know what
you,
I'm
you don't
about.
want Nintendo?
No, you know what I'm fucking talking about.
I'm just
No,
happy
I
Lucas is
actually
back.
don't.
For fuck's sake, dude! Just say you don't want Sans.
I don't want Sans.
There
I
you go.
want Sans. Kidding. Kill me.
If
I,
Shovel Knight
I,
didn't
okay.
get,
I'm joking.
okay,
I'm joking.
it would be cool as an assist trophy, but I wouldn't.
Okay,
see
I'm
it
saying
now that we have.
I'm with Ed. Like I'm thinking that if Shovel Knight, who is arguably he was one of, if not the most famous indie character based on his appearances and how often he's brought up, is only an assist trophy, then other franchises like Shantae or Undertale or Cave Story have very, very little chances, next to none.
Yeah.
Cave Story has less of a
Cave
chance
Story.
than most. Like,
and
not
maybe
all.
Shantae,
Well,
but
out of indie reps, the ones I hear the most often are Cave Story, Shantae, and Undertale.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is just like I'm guessing that their notoriety is how likely they're going to get in, and Cave
It
Story,
all-
like, despite how well known it is for a game, it is still like one of the least notorious indie games listed in the most wanted for Smash. So
it all depends on what Sakurai wants in the end, because he has expressed many times that many decisions that he makes is to whatever he feels like. Not necessarily.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Which is also why I just kind of, I don't want to say lost hope, but more or less just is okay with Waluigi being an assist trophy.
Yeah, people need to
Well-
stop bugging Sakurai about that, but anywho.
And Luigi doesn't have a major Mario presence besides sport games and party games, so I wouldn't see Waluigi coming to Smash unless they start doing more stuff in
unless they
with
start
Mario.
running out of ideas.
No, doing stuff in Mario. Well, besides obviously running out of characters.
Which they won't do because Miyamoto doesn't touch anything that he didn't directly create.
Nope.
Which is also why we're not getting anything for Land.
And as great as he is in, as great as Miyamoto is in regards to what he's done in the industry, he has a really bad habit of leaving a bad influence on certain projects. I mean, look at Paper Mario.
Look at Star Fox Zero.
Look at Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like Kirby's Epic Yarn. Like a few of these different games. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Star Fox Adventures.
Why? I don't think he didn't have an influence on Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Wait, wasn't it him who said, "Oh, hey, this character looks like Kirby. Make it a Kirby game"?
No, I think HAL decided that on their own.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the similar stories to Star Fox Adventures, and
I do know that Miyamoto influenced Phantom Hourglass because he really wanted a Wind Waker sequel, and the developers originally wanted something a bit more akin to A Link to the Past or something like that.
Well, eventually they got their wish with Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
And eventually,
even then, Miyamoto heavily wanted it to be a remake, a direct remake of A Link to the Past.
So even then, not everybody wins. I don't know.
No.
It's just he has a very bad influence when it comes to that. Again, Star Fox Zero, and I'm one of the few people that likes that game. Even I can admit that he had kind of a bad influence on.
And everyone says that he was the one that made turned Paper Mario into what it is. Didn't Sticker Star start development as being closer to Thousand Year Door in 64?
I believe so, yes.
And then it got changed to be super simplified, and I'm like, oh, okay. And now the Paper Mario series, all the originality has been sucked out of it, and it's Mario, but it's papercraft.
But I think it also had to do with the main director of the Paper Mario series leaving after Super Paper Mario.
Oh, so it's a Sonic Forces situation. I get it.
Not just
Forces
that, but also
not that bad, but
no,
that's
not
not the case.
I think we're a bit off track here.
As well as 06,
that is the Brainshock method.
So
Yeah.
are we done here?
Forces isn't the only.
Well, let's see. We've talked Simon. We've talked Richter. We've talked
Dark Samus.
We talked Chrom and Dark Samus. We've talked K. Rool. We've done stages. We've done items. We've done rules and modes.
Did we do? Oh, one thing I want to say. Look at how many stages are on the menu. It's insane.
Jesus.
It feels too much at this point.
What the
Especially
fuck
handheld mode.
What the fuck is this? A Smash Bros. Game for ants?
Guys, we need what we need to realize is that the reason there's so much shit is that it's not just the ultimate Smash game. It's a game that's meant to be played for years.
I mean, that's every Smash game, but okay.
Yeah, but this one more than ever, considering how much content there is.
I mean, Sakurai did say that if there's more demand of it, he was going to continue make Smash, but I don't want him to because
I honestly don't want him to because how can you? First of all, how the fuck can you top this? And second of all, you need a fucking break, Sakurai.
Maybe that's part of his master plan. Maybe he's putting all of his heart and soul into making the ultimate Smash and last so long that he can actually get a vacation before Smash 6.
For what was I gonna say? God, I dread the completionist covering. I dread
Rip Gerard.
Well, he's fucked.
Yeah, he covered Smash 4 and he was like, "Yeah, this was fun to complete, but God, it was exhausting. It took a long time, and I completed some things in my day, but this game was exhausting. This takes years to complete at a casual pace, and I recommend you do that. I'm just imagining, oh god, what's going to happen when he covers this game?
Oh
Yeah,
I'm scared for him.
I never unlocked all. The thing is, many of those completion things were randomized, like the custom moves and stuff. So
yeah, that's the sole reason why people don't want to
that's the
complete
only one that I haven't finished in the 3DS version. Is getting every custom item, and that's just because
Same.
it's random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and nobody plays with a custom moves, so
Yeah, so what's the
I
point?
do, but that's only because I want to dick around.
The only time I would ever play with custom moves is classic.
I imagine since nobody ended up using it, that it's going to be removed from Ultimate.
Not particularly, considering the Mii's are back.
Well, but in that form, the way they phrased it,
those are the Mii's. The entire purpose of those characters is being custom.
and the thing is, the way they phrased it, they said that you could choose between sets of special moves instead of specifically choosing specific special moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that the balancing is better for the Mii's at least.
Yeah.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's never gonna be.
Nope.
All right, so now we've discussed the direct to death. I think we're done.
How about very brief final predictions?
Shadow.
All right.
I get what I wanted with Simon Belmont, so I'm good.
Online and that story mode being a mix of adventure mode and subspace.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Better online. There.
That's what I was saying.
I want better single player content. That's the thing I want the most.
Make everything off the walls.
We need something that'll blow it out the water.
The subspace would do a good job of that.
A better subspace, because I will admit, like, subspace has its problems. I still find it charming. It's still fun. It definitely has its problems, though.
It's too long.
That is
But
one.
adventure mode is also too short. We need an equilibrium.
Well, regardless.
Anywho.
Mm-hmm.
And so forth.
Right. Same as Ed, better single player stuff, and I want Shadows and Echo, and I want playable Rex and Pyra. I don't care if they're new or Echo or whatever.
Yeah, I should say I want Gino. That's pretty much the only thing I really care about.
Maybe Crash, maybe Rayman. If they aren't there, I would be totally okay.
I'd be okay if Simon was the only third-party character we would get, but I do feel as though both those characters have a possibility. Crash, because he's notable as being, the first face of PlayStation. Like, it's not a Nintendo
and one of the
system,
few, and one of the few people to stand up against Mario.
And
Sonic was the first one, but
I said one of them.
And Rayman, because it's been teased since Smash 4 with Rayman trophies, and because Nintendo has been very buddy-buddy with Ubisoft in regards to games like Starlink, Trials, and Mario Rabbids. And with that, that would be a neat idea. Like, have Rayman as a playable character, and for his assist trophy, we have Mario Rabbids.
Yeah.
That'd actually be pretty
Or just
neat.
rabbits. Just we do have the Nintendogs, but
Poppy!
Oh god, seeing a Nintendogs like Rabbids assist trophy. Ugh.
Maybe
Nintendogs in true HD.
Maybe like what happens is that they grab onto one of your characters and like control them like a shitty CPU.
So if you're facing against a level 9, it just turns back to a level 1 temporarily.
No, you'd be dead. Or maybe a level 5
or
it steals
the controls for. Like the only thing it wouldn't do is like directly jump off the stage.
Or maybe every now and then make a random input. Like every now and then he presses the A button or the B or whatever.
Yeah.
Just another thing for the tournaments to ban.
Yeah.
Like Ditto.
That'll be a cool thing, being able to choose which assist trophies or Pokemon to
Did we? Oh, right. I
disable
almost
or
forgot.
enable.
One of the new Pokemon for Smash Ultimate is Ditto.
Oh,
yeah, from Melee. That's really we've come full circle.
We've come
Also,
so full
is
circle.
something. And speaking of that, they confirmed that every single stage will be 8-player compatible.
Oh
So you
yeah,
can have,
That's right.
that
you
is
can-
right.
For chaos.
you can have 8 ice climbers in with so many.
I think
Okay,
at that point the game would explode.
We need to do that, like eight ice climbers with all items, with so many Pokemon, with how far we can
And
push
Ditto.
the Switch.
And
And-
Ditto.
Guys,
Yeah,
my
and
Switch
Ditto.
just died.
No.
No.
But to be fair, even on Smash,
for science.
even on Smash Wii U, it was really impressive how much they were able to put at once. So I can't imagine how much they are able to push with the new Switch power.
I'm just remembering that that image edit with the Wreck-It Ralph trailer, like with the bunny and the CDs.
And the bunnies just returned. I'm reminded of a parody video I saw earlier today. It's like a skit in the video where somebody's like, it's just a port, and then it's a montage of every single reveal from the direct, and then the guy's just like, okay, you win. I just said it because I don't have a Switch.
Also, with somebody edited the Mr. Krabs asking for more jellyfishes, but it's Sakurai giving characters and content to Smash.
Yeah.
More. I want
More.
What part of more don't you say? I want
More.
Yeah, Mr.
Crab.
Krabs is representing Nintendo in that meme. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the fandom. We are very, very thankful for. They're probably very, very thankful for
And we
all the
all
stuff
are,
they're getting.
and we all want to say to Sakurai,
Like,
go
we
the
all-
fuck to sleep.
It's like just
Go to
take a break,
fuck to
Mr.
sleep.
Sa-
Take a
break,
vacation.
Mr. Sakurai.
Take your pills. Take them for God's sake. Please.
Okay,
Oh,
Mr.
my
Sakurai,
lord.
you need to put the pen down. Please, you've been working for too long. You just
You've been working for 15 years.
but I need to make 5 more Smash characters. No, look, okay.
No.
You just said that you were only adding a few more characters. I need 10 more though. You just said 5.
I need
My
to
lord.
appease the fans. You can appease them
that's
later.
why we're all okay with him adding new Echo Fighters, because they are lower effort than other characters, and we would be
Yeah.
totally okay with
Then I
them.
can tell you about something. Sakurai's tried to make it clear from the beginning that clones are literally just, hey, we had spare time, so we took this character, added some tweaks to their mechanics, and made them into a slightly extra character for the game. It's not a big thing, but it's something extra, and everybody ignored it and bitched about it until they gave it the fancy name Echo Fighter, and now everyone
not
loves
only-
it.
And not only that, he
Yeah.
specifically made the option to put the characters as a full character on the roster or as a little icon
a
next to
glorified
the
talent
original.
swap.
Well, I would say you want them as a full icon.
Just for the people who complain about them, quote unquote, taking a spot on the roster.
I am
To be fair,
to have all characters
Yeah.
at all the characters available on the menu, not do the palette swap thing.
yeah, I'm going to do that too, mainly
I
because
want to
we
see
want
how big the
to
roster
get
is.
bigger.
Oh my
I'm
god,
thinking
that would
that
be
I
amazing.
could switch to the smaller version when I'm on handheld mode.
Yeah.
So I can
Yeah.
see it better.
Yeah, but I would say if I'm
will
going to be playing on my
switch for my
TV,
human
I want
limit.
to see all those characters. But
Alrighty. Okay, I think.
I think we're done.
Now that's everything.
I
Yeah,
think
pretty
we basically
much.
got everything
we-
in the net.
How long has it been? Almost an hour and a half. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I do have one more. I
yeah.
do have one more thing I want to add.
God damn it!
Austin?
Where's Pokefloat, Sakurai?
We already did that
All
joke.
right.
You did that joke.
All right, Austin's. You're banned from the podcast again.
You're fired. You're fired.
Pulling.
Now, if
Out of the
Pokefloats
cannon.
is so cool, why isn't there a Pokefloats too?
Alrighty, I
But
think
to,
that's
to, but to be,
everything.
but
It's
to be
not
honest,
ultimate Goku.
that would actually be better than Pokefloats coming back because you could have new Pokemon floating.
Well, I think that's everything, so we should get going for the day. Oh, wait, I forgot. One more thing.
One more thing.
Oh my
Man, I can't believe. I can't believe that Jimmy Neutron is in Smash.
I can't believe Luigi's fucking dead.
I can't
Jimmy
believe
and Neutron got a
dead.
blast.
I can't believe Lego Batman is in Smash.
I can't believe. No, I just can't believe Doomguy's in Smash.
I can't believe Freddy Fazbear is in Smash Brothers.
I can't believe
Okay, guys.
Dance is in Smash. Oh,
Oh my god, we got Thanos in Smash. He's gonna reduce the roster by half.
Alrighty, as
holy shit! It's Spider-Man.
That's how Smashdown mode works.
Oh god!
It's Thanos. It's doing the
Smashdown is the Infinity. Smash Ultimate is the Infinity War. of
Super Smash
Brothers.
Brothers Infinity War.
I mean,
No,
if we get
but
a,
to be-
if we get a story mode, it might end up being sort of like that actually.
But this is honestly a more ambitious crossover than Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover to date. Looks at
Oh my dear.
looks at The Walking Dead and Tekken.
Oh, I just thought of a funny joke. Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover since my son. I don't know why, that just makes me giggle.
And by that I mean my son crossing over from life to death. It wasn't a
We all
very
die in the end.
it wasn't a very big switch for either of us.
Oh my god!
Okay, on that grim note, I think we should head out.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Thank you, Craig, for manning the mic. The mics.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, seriously, thanks, dude.
Why haven't you said anything? You're fucking boring. Johnny, believe me that one about falling down the stairs.
Sure thing, buddy.
I love it.